This is Katie's mother, Katie's father. Welcome to China.
Thank you.
Okay. And she's too young at the time. I would like to let her mother give a talk, introduce about her situation.
So our situation, while she was not born with the spinal bifida issue, in 2002, August of 2002, my mother, who had been diagnosed bipolar and schizophrenic, lost her mother that day. She shot at our home Kelly, who was 16 months old, myself, and our firstborn, Julia Kate, who was a week shy of her third birthday. Unfortunately, Kate passed away that day. But we were left with Kelly, who survived a gunshot to the base of the spine and came out the belly button. We spent 30 days at Louisiana State University Medical Center in Shreveport. She had a temporary colostomy bag for 6 months. They did a sigmoid ileostomy and basically told us, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if she'll be able to urinate properly or not. We'll have to wait and see. So we waited. But as any good parents do, you don't give up on your children, right? You keep looking. You look for answers. My dad read a prayer of complete healing over her every day in the hospital. In 2006, I stumbled across the clinical trial that was taking place in Michigan. I contacted the nurse. I knew in my heart and my soul and just in my gut as a parent that that was the answer. I had no uncertainty about it. I just knew it. But I was totally deflated and devastated when I was told, well, she has every qualification. She doesn't have spinal bifida. She can't be in the trial. And I said, well, all I can tell you is that this is what my child needs. How do I reach the doctor in charge? And she shared his email with me. So I reached out, and he responded and really thought that because she had fully functional bladder and bowel before the injury, that she should be successful with it. So we went back and forth for a couple of years trying to figure out how we were going to get this done. And we really wanted it done in our hometown so that we had our support of family and friends. We went and visited with the local neurosurgeon there and took him all the information that I had collected. Everything that had your name on it with Google, I printed. And we approached him with it and we said, please just look at this, investigate it. Tell us if you'll be willing to help with the surgery. And he told us that he was very doubtful because it's gunshot damage. It's permanent. The velocity, the heat of the bullet, it just is irreversible. But he could see by the look in our eyes, the hope and determination that we had, and he owed it to us, he said, to at least investigate it. He spoke with Dr. Xiao. Approximately 3 weeks later, he says, okay, we're doing this October the 8th. Which was about 3 weeks after that. Wow, 3 weeks, and our daughter's life's about to be changed. In that time period, my father, who had congestive heart failure, had been given the news that he probably wouldn't make it till the end of the year. And this was in September. On October the 6th, my dad passed away. On October the 8th, we did her surgery. And my dad said, don't you see? Complete healing's about to be done, and it's time for me to go. So God has been through this whole thing, and it's what gave us our strength. Along with Dr. Xiao, by showing her that things can be reversed. Everything doesn't have to be permanent. About 5 months after the surgery, I remember Dr. Xiao said, I have no idea what to tell you. I don't know what to expect. We've never done this before on a child like this, on any child other than spina bifida. So you're going to have to let us know how it goes, the progress. About 5 months after that, Kelly one day says to me, "Mom, I feel a tickle in my tummy." And I thought, tickle? Oh my God, she's never been potty trained. Maybe she has to go to the bathroom. And so that began our potty train. We got a watch that went off every 20 minutes because she was in school. She was self-tapping 4 or 5 times a day at school, wearing pull-ups because there was no control. She has developed into such a wonderful young lady. She's headed to school to be a veterinarian. Is our plan, her plan. And we just can't thank you enough. You have totally changed her life and ours.
Thank you. It's real more than welcome. This is the patient. Out of the trial, I personally directly ordered their post-surgery care. I asked them to stop catheter at the 3rd month post-surgery. I said, don't use any treatment whatsoever. And then they reported to me, okay, they had a mild UTI, and they have the residuals about 200. I said, good. The residual 200 is good for her to expand his bladder, put the stimuli back, and let the brain to coordinate and reorganize this new reflux. And then in half a month, she was able to hold the urine, and then for half an hour, for 1 hour, for 2 hours, and then very quickly in 5 months, totally over. So this is my directly order. They are stopping CIC, stopping treatment.